Is it right for the legendary Steph Curry to possibly end his career on a bad team?
It happens.
It happens.
I mean, he can't control who. Like, you know, that's like he just go out there and do his job every day. You know what I'm saying? Work with what he got, who he got, and you know they are capable. That team is capable of being a good team, and you know they had their run. You know he's going to keep on pushing. You know, Father Time is inevitable. You know, not saying that he's slowing down. And he had some nurses, some injuries. You know, but everybody go through it, man. It is what it is. You know, I think it's just more us talking about like how could this happen. You know,
right.
we gotta. You know, there was a Wizards Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Try to forget it. But
there was a Wizards Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? There was a Spurs Dominique Wilkins.
Not everybody gets to walk off in the sunset with their same jersey on in the playoff game or a championship game.
Don't
happen like that.
That don't take anything away from his legend. You know what I'm saying? He changed his game or whatever. That whole team changed the game and how, you know, they had their run. They were great. And they continue to be great players, you know, everybody that was a part of it. But, you know, I mean, people start to figure it out. It's hard to be good every year.
Let me throw y'all a question, right? Is there something to other teams just not even wanting to help the Warriors? Like, man, they won enough. I ain't gonna say they can call our line off the hook. No. We ain't sending them nothing. Unless they giving us Steph. We good. We ain't even trying to help you.
I don't even think it got to that point. Like what we seeing or what the fans are seeing is not actually what's happening or what happened. I'm sure there was a couple phone calls that went behind the scenes and said, hey, it's good, you know, it's temperature check.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's going on over there? Like all of that's the conversation, right? And then people leak it, right? And then it's a lot of those topics and headlines come from like wishful thinking. Like people just like, oh, this is a possibility, like possibilities. I don't think Steph and them was tripping about none of that trade talk because if it was something imminent, they would be on it. Steph would know, then Steph would take it to Draymond. And like, you know what I mean? It's pecking order how that actually happens. So I don't think a lot of the talk was anything imminent. Or something that was actually feasible. I think the only conversations probably was about Kuminga, right? People calling about Kuminga, trying to see what trade packages and shit like that. But I don't think it was heavy talk behind the scenes about the Warriors. The Warriors is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, we just gotta let Steph and them niggas ride out into the sunset. Try to keep putting teams together because you want to win still. Like, Steph want to win. Like, don't get that twisted.
Of course.
Like, he want to be with a good team. He want to be able to compete. He want to go out there and try to still win.
The direct quote he said was, anyone who thinks I'm okay being on an average basketball team
come on.
is
Like,
insane.
I didn't even see that quote, but let's be for real.
I mean, they owe it to him to be competitive.
But you know, what trade is out there, though? Who makes a move to help get Steph another running mate to go and not just be good, be championship level.
If I'm a GM, I would get on the phone and be like, y'all losing. What's Steph doing? You know what I mean? Is he happy? You know what I mean?
I don't think you get. Here's the thing.
I mean, I'm sure they shot. But you know, I think
people shooting.
The people that they actually think that they can get is Kuminga. Moody probably. You know, those guys.
He could be part of a nice trade package.
There's Jackson Davis? Okay. Yeah.
He's good. But if I'm Golden State, I'm keeping him.
Yeah.
Because you can't, Looney is Looney. Like, Looney had his run. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that he's done, but Looney had his run. And the stuff that Looney gave them is something totally different than what somebody else is going to give him. Looney's smart. Like, Looney know how to play in that system. He's familiar with the guys, and he know his role. So for somebody else to come in and take on that role, you got to really do the same thing. And I Davis, I think he's learning that part. But like Rudy said, man, you can't win. We can't win every year.
Nah, I think
this is part of it.
The days of watching somebody be with a team and in there and all that stuff. I think those days are over. I think everybody
might be the last one.
He will if he wants to be.
Let me play Monday morning quarterback. The Warriors made a ton of moves over the past several years, especially after winning the championship against the Boston Celtics a few years back. Obviously, those moves may not have panned out well. Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, a couple other guys there. When teams break up, right? When they have great, players and great chemistry, especially the way that the Warriors broke up after winning that championship, how much of that do you think sort of lingers over the years, where there's not just maybe there's a little bit of resentment towards Dre, maybe there's some resentment towards the new front office. I know Bob Myers left, Luke Walton came in. There's a lot of stuff as players. Do you guys ever look and start? Who's the first person you sort of look at? Do you sort of look at the front office? Do you look at if there was a player involved in what made it split up? Is there more blame there? Or is there anything like that really going on in your head if you were a player on a team that was that good not that long ago?
I think it came a time with Golden State just became, and it happens in every situation. It comes a point in time where you got to really figure shit out, and you come to a realization that we can't do this forever.
Yeah.
Right. So you got to start looking at pieces to plug and play, and what situations and scenarios, and I'm sure the Klay situation has been on the table in their mind for the past couple years. That's a conversation. You don't just think about that at that point in time, right? If you own the front office, you have to start strategizing. What if we lose Klay, right? Which is why they started bringing along a Moody and a Jordan Poole, and they was hoping and wishing that Jordan Poole gave them that type of, not what Klay did. I don't think nobody can do what Klay did,
right?
But Jordan Poole could give them another kind of spark, another wingman to Steph and Draymond. I think that's what they was looking for. Bringing Wiggins over really helped, right? Smoothed everything out. Iguodala was leaving. You know what I'm saying? I think that helped, them over there. But I really think that Dre and Jordan Poole, not to shed light on this, but I really think that was a touching situation within the organization. I think within Dre personally, right? It was a moment. And I think Dre had to really get up out of that. He had to really do a lot of work to
a lot of soul searching.
To figure damn, you know what? I really fucked up. He probably was thinking that he fucked that up. You get what I'm saying? He probably was living with that. Not saying that that's true, but that'll fuck you up thinking that you fucked the situation up.
Yeah.
Something that you had that was gone, that was great.
I mean, he contemplated retirement, didn't he, for a while?
Right, so that just goes to show me that you felt like you fucked this up.
Yeah.
Right? So I think all of that, then you got to think about Steph too. They had to think about what we going to do with Steph.
Yeah.
Right? Do we want Steph to continue being in these losing situations, or are we going to figure this shit out?
I think it's hard. It's hard to keep a team together regardless.
Somebody going to leave.
Somebody has to leave. Somebody wants a bigger role. Somebody just wants to do more all the time, no matter what, whether you win the championships or not. Somebody, you know what I mean? Look at Kuminga right now. He, I'm sure in the back of his mind, he yo, I can do more. I want more. I want a team. I want to do I'm playing for a contract. I can do more. I know what they can offer me. And you got contracts that go into it. You got personalities that go into it. You got all sorts of stuff. It's just you're dealing with a bunch of different businesses.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? No matter what's going on, whether something is good, somebody's telling them, well, you might fit over here. Or you might do this. And it's hard to
you might have a coach who believes in you more than your current coach too.
Right.
Maybe y'all just ran your course. Maybe him and Kurt just ran his course. Maybe there's some young dude out there that's yo, if I got Kuminga right now, I'll turn him into.
But it might be somebody over there that's really pushing for Kuminga to be in that position. And it might be another coach over there that's not pushing for. You get what I'm saying? So it's a mixture of thought processes and emotions, I think, over there, because you have the older guys and the Draymonds and the Stephs and the Loomis, the guys who's been there, who's the core of that organization.
And they're going to continue to be the core.
And they're going to continue. But then you also have these younger guys coming along.
They're not trying to wait.
You have to play those guys too.
They're not trying to wait.
Right? So it's like sometimes they are the Golden State Warriors that we know and became accustomed to. And then sometimes it's like, nah, I don't know what team is this. They going in a whole nother direction. So for Steph, that can be a fucked up situation to be in, to have to be thinking about. And you getting hurt and you injured. You got to deal with your own personal shit.
Yeah.
At that point, you ain't trying to like you got to bring your own self along at that point in time.
Yeah,
so to
bruh.
bring everybody else along with you is hard work.
But when, they were rolling,
Yeah, when you rolling, you rolling.
that
course.
team right there, when they were rolling, God
Winning
damn.
cures all ails, man.
Yeah.
Especially the way they would win.
Oh my God.
Everybody goes. All organizations go through it. You
Yeah.
know, this is their time to go through it.